Hoop Fest. It's terrible. Congratulations, NFL. You did it again.
Today, Jive Turkey.
Aunt Esther coaching at Michigan too? Turkey.
Inappropriate high fives.
Is there a way to do it? Is there a way to do it?
Yeah, not when it's the other team. Let's start there. Oh gosh, that's
Oh, Emmys! I'm here. I'll let your boy, baby.
And this?
Oh! I hope he knows his ABCs. This little boy over there jigging. This is Sports Nation!
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota.
Welcome to Sports Nation. Beadle, LZ, Marcellus, Amin. Oh, you fixed yourself? You good? You ready?
Nah, my collar over here got the bacon neck going on, but I'm gonna fix it.
Is it turkey or pork?
I don't know. Ask Jordan.
Turkey. I'm glad that was a good segue, by the way. Is it turkey or pork?
You're good.
Jim Harbaugh hopes it's turkey. Turkey talk. Jim Harbaugh. Squashing rumors that he could return to the NFL next season as the head coach of the Rams. This week at Michigan's annual banquet, he told attendees that he's never even considered leaving the school. And then he added this. A lot of this talk is coming from our enemies, from coaches. You probably know the names of the top 3 that I'm referring to. They like to say I'm leaving to the media. They like to tell that to recruits and their families to try to manipulate them into going to another school besides Michigan. But we know them as Jive Turkeys. Yes, an 18-year-old does know them as Jive Turkeys.
Yes. Yeah, right. You're watching Sanford or Son. Watching TBS all
I watch Airplane. That's what I got online. What's happening?
This is an amazing Jedi mind trick. This is a Jedi mind trick when you have to do this when you're a top school in a Power 5 conference. You know negative recruiting exists. So therefore, Jim Harbaugh is pouncing on the opportunity to claim that they're going to negatively recruit against me. Therefore, he's going to win sympathy in the homes of some of these houses where the kids are sitting there saying, Mom, Dad, should I go to Michigan? Yeah, you know why? Because everyone else is sitting there making up stories about Michigan. So trust in that guy who is now the sympathetic figure in this narrative. Pretty brilliant.
Brilliant.
Listen, I'm just trying to figure out who are these Jive
I was
Turkeys?
actually going to ask you.
Who are the Jive Turkeys?
I
know 2 of them, but that third
Well,
one's
name 'em.
mystery. Nick Saban.
Oh, Jive
that
Turkey.
Jive Turkey.
Irv Meyer.
Yep.
But who's number 3? See, I think it's Trent Baalke, and this is why. Because just as Jim Harbaugh enjoys the fact that the 49ers are failing without him, you know they don't necessarily like him being so successful since he's left. So who want to see him fail? Those dudes. Those are the Jive Turkeys he's referring to.
Real good.
I just wanted someone to show up and say, "Now, Jim, no one's calling anyone a JT." It's a movie. Nobody saw that movie, I guess.
They are. I got it. I caught it.
It's semi-pro.
Oh.
No.
Well, you've never seen it.
No.
Wait, you're saying Jedi mind tricks. You don't know what that is.
He doesn't know what that is either.
You're just saying out things that you heard other people say.
Chewbacca.
You're like a person who's been in America for 2 weeks and you're just like naming stuff that you've heard.
Yeah.
Like that is what is happening.
See, you are Jive Turkey.
You are
a JT.
By the way, I think it's a running theme with Harbaugh and turkeys. Like it's not the first time he's mentioned.
He loves Thanksgiving.
He loves him some turkeys.
With milk.
Like he really does. I think we have
Never a
some.
question there. I think it's just a lot of gobble turkey, by just gobble turkey from Jive Turkey gobblers. It's just I think that paints a pretty good picture of it. He's a very confident guy.
He's just so nerdy that it like spins around and
It's so good.
Wait, hold on. But is he playing us or
No.
is he,
No, this is genuine.
You think it's genuine?
I think he's doing both. I think he's genuinely a nerd, but he's also consciously aware. Remember, he's been dealing with the media since he was a quarterback at Michigan, which has like 30 years of experience. So I think he also knows when he's trolling us too.
I don't think he's trolling us though. He might be just entertaining us.
Just a fan of Sanford or Son. Who isn't?
Let's talk some hoops, shall we? Last night, in the third quarter of a tight Warriors-Pelicans game, here's Steph Curry hitting 3. And as the ball sails through the net, he looks to high-five someone, and who does he find? Pelicans assistant coach Darren Erman. Here's more from Steph.
Obviously, I know him very well, and he was telling, I think, Drew while I'm shooting, he's yelling out, if he makes it, it's a good shot. If he makes it, it's a good shot. I'm trying to encourage their defense. So I wanted a little praise for that good shot I made. And he gave it to me. So that was good. He was a good sport.
Now, pretend you're a pelican. For 1 second.
Not a turkey,
Are you
but
good with this? Yeah, not a turkey.
Yeah. Probably not, because at the moment you're really frustrated. The guy hit a tough shot. You're in a close game against a very good team. And that happens. That's not kind of really inspiring. And then after the game, after you've already lost, you're still not happy about it. But I think like 6 months from now, they'll look back and say it was a funny thing. It was a funny thing
6
that
months
happened.
from now, I'm never going to remember this happened.
Oh, I think you will.
You
Really?
jive
Of all the
turkey.
things in the world?
By the way, I got a good story that's kind of related to
We'll
this.
tell you if it's good. Let's hear it.
So we're playing against the Lakers in the conference finals. It's game 6. It's at the end of the game, fourth quarter, and Kobe's starting to heat up. And so we're starting to send doubles and stuff like that. And so, there we go, right here.
Oh my gosh,
With
video.
Grant Hill's all over him.
Woo.
And I think he actually slapped him on the head. And Alvin Gentry said, good defense. And Kobe said, not good enough. And he patted Alvin. Alvin didn't dap him.
He smiled, though.
He smiled because he knows
What do you do? What
there's
do you do?
nothing much more you can do. Greatness is inevitable. And when
Yeah.
greatness happens, you just got to be like, well, that was just a great shot.
Maybe that's just Alvin Gentry. Since he was the coach of the Pelicans, maybe that just oozes over him.
Hold on now. I won't have you casting aspersions against
denominator.
Alvin Gentry.
Why is it a bad thing being a good sportsman?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
See,
that's what we're
That's how
calling
you
it?
clean that up? Okay, good job,
Well
LJ.
done.
To me, I took this as one of the greatest attributes that you see from athletes is how they're able to compartmentalize. How I'm able to stab you in your chest and just say, how's your family doing? And how in the moment, Kobe as a killer can make that shot and still say, hey, what's up, big dog? And you can see Draymond, you can see Steph, you can see all these guys. They're able to do one thing great and then look at you in the next moment and say, what's going on? And this is nothing to get mad at because history shows us we've seen the worst one ever 30 years ago when Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas
Bound chicka wow.
before a game
I like it.
would do that. Now, come on now. And we're going to get mad at somebody patting butts
Where are
and
your
giving
hands?
high fives.
I got a better one than all of these.
Better than that?
Better than this.
Kissing your opponent?
Better than this. Because this is all pregame.
Are they
Good luck.
pictures?
Best one of all time. Sean Kemp ducked on Chris Gatlin so bad that Chris Gatlin had no other recourse to say, yeah, you got me, bro. And he dapped him up right there. Let's see it again from the other angle. Here we go. The duck goes up in your face. Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, you got it.
I'm telling you,
pretty good.
I don't
That's
understand that.
It's really
That's
simple.
like greatness is inevitable.
Yeah, but also
Got 'em on
all
both.
of these guys, for the most part, they've been playing with each other and against each other since they were like kids.
Right.
So they're boys. They've been doing this against each other for
Exactly.
like at least 10
They
years.
work out together,
They do
everything.
all the way
Coach.
up. So
It's like a minor form of Stockholm syndrome. It's like you love, like your kidnapper, and all of a sudden you're like, no, I'm friends with them.
I want to know who Marcellus stabbed. In
Yeah.
the chest.
No.
With a trident.
No.
I saw it. That's Rick. You may want to lay low
No,
for a
the
while.
statues are not up. No. I'm not saying anything.
Not yet. Not yet. All right,
Not yet.
we're going to talk some college football, sort of, kind of. Wake Forest football reeling after an investigation concluded that team radio announcer Tommy Elrod, who is also a former player and a former coach, provided confidential game prep material to opponents several times, and it started back in 2014. All of this came about after Wake discovered Louisville was in possession of private documents, including plays.
WikiLeaks.
For the record, Louisville beat Wake that week 44-12. This is a look at the win percentage before and after what we're all calling WikiLeaks at this point. Marcellus.
Yes.
This is like something out of The Onion.
Yeah,
Right?
But this is horrible. This is devastating. Not even in the win-loss column. Forget that. I mean, because we saw their win-loss percentage change slightly, but not drastically. This is potentially harmful to a player. Think about this. Football is an anticipation situation of devastation every time the play snaps.
Whoa.
Every time you're like, can I anticipate where this is going so I can devastate you? Now, this is a real story. This happened to me my college junior year. I ran a 5-yard play dive, 32 dive, bam. And the universal signal of run that play again is this. Right. And my coach did this. And as I'm lining up, the linebacker is looking at my coach like, oh, do this again. I run the same exact play. My next memory is me walking away on a field, number one-ing on myself. Let's just say that. And you know what happens? Because he knew the play. And this coach is out there letting the other team know the play. Things like that can happen and harm to players.
You know, I'm just trying to figure out who needs help to beat Wake
That's what
Forest.
that was my question.
I looked at the story and I was like going, Wake Forest.
Like, this
not necessarily a
isn't real.
juggernaut.
The win
not necessarily-
percentage.
I mean, not even
405 before this guy started.
Forget that. They haven't had a coach leave that school with a winning record since P-Head in 1950.
Who's
1950. He was the coach. He was the name of the coach.
How about you
His
say
nickname was
P-Head, like
P-Head?
Yeah, like his name.
That's what happened to me when I got hit.
Why did you say that number one?
My point is, every single coach that has left that program had a losing record since 1950.
Number one.
So this is just a school. It's a bad football program.
I don't
If you
get
need
this
help
story.
to beat Wake Forest, you probably shouldn't be the head coach of the opponent.
He's mad because he didn't get the coaching job, right?
Right,
Like,
by the
that's
way,
all this is.
Look, hate hard approved.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean-
it. You know what? You get passed over for the job that you wanted, sabotage the things from the
Yeah.
inside.
Take 'em
Bring them
down.
down bit by
From the
bit.
inside out, just
Is that
crumble.
what happened to the Suns?
Wow, this is
Dang. I mean, you're in
I don't
trouble,
want to be
bro.
up here anymore. Oh, my goodness.
Well, they said he had to get in the weight room.
Well, he did.
He did.
He did that.
I'm
He
happy.
did. Oh, ghost. Right there.
Come on, high fives on opponents.
I really don't love that. I would be annoyed.
You really?
I really would be. I'd be like, what are you doing? If you want to, like, hug and make out afterwards, do that. But not during the
No, come on, Cole Anthony Town.
That's okay. 'cause
Storm triple levels right
No,
there.
it's all right.
Storm triple levels.
It is.
Technically, he's still out.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing worse than that. Than the replay.
That's weird. It's happened now twice. 3 Jeers for Jimario Rivers.
Mario, huh?
Wait, is he related to another group of Rivers that may or may not have basketball?
you stop?
Some time?
Will you
I'm just
stop?
asking.
Will you
is
stop?
he related?
That's disrespectful.
It looks kind of like similar.
You acting like Papa Rivers ain't a baller.
No, I ain't
That's a
talking
good
about
point.
That's true.
But, oh, you talking about Austin?
the progeny.
If you enjoy watching
Spencer.
Heavy
I'm talking about
Set Men
Spencer Rivers.
making great football plays, that dude's is next.
You talking about Cali Rivers or something. This is Sports Nation.
Jeremiah Rivers.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
It's time for Dat Dude's Dudes. Here's Michelle Beadle and Dat Dude.
That is true. We are
Yep.
here. So many awards already won for this segment, and you continue to give the people what they want, Marcellus.
Thank you very much.
You're a real saint.
Oh, appreciate it.
This is called Dat Dudes Dudes. What is it?
That dudes is about the unheralded players, the players that really make the highlights, but don't get the attention and the accolade from the highlights. But now you're on that dudes, and you're gonna get your due props right now.
Congratulations ahead of time. Honorable mention.
Let's
please.
start off with my man Vic Beasley. Sometimes going by Vic Beasley Jr. You ask him about it. And you're gonna see him lined up at the left defensive end position. And you know he's gonna get to that quarterback. But let's see how he gets to the quarterback.
Oh.
Strat. Oh, look at that. Sack,
Double
strip,
whammy.
fumble, and jump. Oh, you know what? $10,000 not worth it. I learned from the best. So you can see him lined up at the left defensive end position. This is what he does. Lines up in a wide 9 and gets off the ball. Dwight Freeney. He says, I like the way you line up. That's what Dwight Freeney made famous. That position and getting off the ball like that. Now watch his footwork. Oh, he's doing a stutter step. Why are you stutter stepping and taking an elongated step? To throw off the timing of the offensive lineman and also to get the edge. He gets the edge, but that's not good enough. Now it's time to rip to the sky. And you're gonna see him rip to the sky to get himself clear. Uh-oh, you always gotta go for the ball, not the baller. And he does it all the way for 6 points and the touchdown.
Yep, we learned that last week. The
We
ball,
learned that.
not the baller.
And more on Rip to the Sky coming up. In that.
Ooh.
We got a little more of that.
Tease that. Third place.
We have Tyron Smith of the Dallas Cowboys. We know he's big time. You talk about this guy, deception is key. Lined up at the left tackle position, how can you miss him?
Uh-oh.
He's the biggest dude out there. You can see him pulling, and you can see him destroying on the pull block. Now, the first thing you're going to see is, danger. I see a large land mammal approaching. His name is Tyron Smith. So watch his feet lock up in fear.
Oh, no.
That is his feet saying, stop, run, get away from him.
Do something.
Do something except get hit. But he's going to land on his heel. This is physiology 101. Your brain is telling your body, stop right now, abort mission. And he is going to abort mission. And worse than all, he is saying, number 2. And last but not least, because he didn't listen to his brain, you know what happens to him. He becomes laughing bait.
That
in
didn't
the
even
film
seem
session.
fair.
It wasn't fair,
just
but
kinda-
I've seen guys, Rodney Harrison in particular, if you give it to the big guy is not ready for it because a lot of times they run high. You have leverage. But when you abort in your brain,
That's terrifying.
it was a business decision.
Okay, second place.
Second place goes to Geno Atkins of the Cincinnati Bengals. You know in life when you mean something, say it with your chest. And watch Geno Atkins say it with his chest. You're going to see right here, get off the ball at the right defensive tackle position, penetrate, do all the clutter, and get to the quarterback. Another day at the office for him. Let's see how he did it. First thing you have to do is you have to go grab hands. He's grabbing his hands. Shout out to Bryce Pop, who was great at doing that. And then there's some hand-to-hand combat. You saw that ninja show up.
I like that.
Now you got him in baby pose. Y'all ever seen a baby sleep in the crib? He got him sleep right down in the crib in that position. It's time to go night-night and baby pose. But he's not done. Now it's time to put him on the defibrillator. Uh-oh! Rampart, emergency. You got him. Nothing can save him right now because his hands are on the inside. But more importantly, he has one arm locked out in a stab position, so he's able to control the offensive lineman. You see him get off the block right there, clean, right to the quarterback. Hands inside, able to control the man. Geno Atkins, one of the best to do it out there.
Another day's work. This is it. Who's winning a t-shirt this week?
Number one, first place goes to Everson Griffin, who is a baller of the Minnesota Vikings. Woo! Look at him gripping the wrist. Woo! Watch this. You're going to see him lined up at the right defensive end. Oh, God, this is so sexy.
Oh.
This is so pretty. Everson Griffin, I need to see you in the offseason. Teach me some of that. I'll come out of retirement. This is amazing. The dance move, a little extra. I love you too. All right. So Everson Griffin lined up at right D end. The first thing he does is whoop, gripping those wrists. Whoop. And once you grip the wrist, you have full control of the offensive lineman. And he knows it. So what does he do now? Oh my God. Puts him on that position.
Sure.
Even Draymond Green like, dog. That's a nice try, bro. He tried to do the Draymond and kick the man. That didn't work. Now, what did I tell you about ripping to the sky? That's how you get clean from an offensive lineman. Rip it all the way to the sky, and that's exactly what he does. And most importantly, he comes downhill and gets the sack. All of that was a perfect pass rush. But you know what, Mama Beatles? I'm not done. It's time for me to demonstrate to everybody how this goes.
This never works out.
I'm going to grab the best defensive player I know.
Do what you got to do.
Not you, you're hurt.
Ow.
I need you right here. We got to get Von Miller. This is what you do when you talk about ripping the sky. There's two things that happen. When you just rip normally, this is how a normal rip works. This guy pushes against you. All of a sudden, you get pushed out of position. You don't get to the quarterback. But when you rip to the sky, there's a whole difference that occurs right there. And that's the rip to the sky. It's not good enough to just rip it here. You got to go to the sky with it. And that's what Everson Griffin did. Congratulations.
No, big congratulations, because it's not just words. We're giving you a t-shirt, Everson Griffin.
And we steamed it this week.
Yeah, we did, huh?
Yeah, we ironed it out.
Real fancy. Can they help us?
Yes, they can help us. Go on Twitter. Hashtag #DatDude'sDudes. Any level, I don't care. It can be Pop Warner. We want to see the best players you see. Send them to us, and you may be on the show next week.
Yeah, try to throw a lion in there for LZ. He's whining over there. We'll be right back. But first, Jimmy Fallon and NFL superlatives.
First player is Gary Gilliam. He is an offensive tackle for the Seattle Seahawks. He was voted most likely to ask his barber for the fireworks grand finale. Our next player is Tyler Higbee. He was voted most likely to be watching his friend get grounded. Next up from the Rams is Cody Wickman. He was voted most likely to be a tater tot that came to life.
That's the magic of Christmas. What? The magic of Christmas.
Here's Seahawks quarterback, my man Russell Wilson. He was voted most likely to call you a batch.
Yeah, I'm scared of cats.
You scared of cats?
Yeah.
I remember 1984.
Growing up around all them alley cats, man, they'd do anything, man. No
84, the Tigers won the World Series. I remember that night because my sister's cat ran out into the street and got hit by a car.
Good Lord, Jalen. Way to bring the show down. What is happening? By the way, this is a legit fear He is scared of cats and has been since like high school, Marcellus. Do you think Quincy and you could help Chauncey Billups?
We got to start a little easier than Quincy. Quincy got a little issue. If you got to fear cats.
Look how you're holding
Yeah, you're killing him.
got issues.
Is he even with us anymore?
Quincy snapped on my wife this morning, just this morning. Quincy doesn't
You know
play
what?
that.
Let's just throw Chauncey into the fire. Let's give him
Yeah,
Quincy.
come on over, Quincy.
Chauncey,
I'm with you,
man. I don't like cats either.
You don't like animals.
I'm still
You're
trying to figure out why
heartless.
Jalen tainted the one championship we won in
Oh God, you have to bring
baseball.
it downer. Winner, baby dance parties.
Hey.
Torrey Smith's little guy. Not too
Yeah.
bad.
Hey,
Not
little
too
man, go
bad.
get. Oh, he tight with that juju. He tight with that juju. He got that
However,
thing. Uh-oh.
Marcellus Jr. not too bad either.
Oh, quick feet.
Who wins the dance-off?
He got me. He got Junior right now. He got you, Junior.
I know, but what about Junior's video from this weekend at the window? Who's got quick feet, quick feet,
Yeah,
quick
he
feet,
has
quick feet?
he has the quick feet, but right now we got to work on our routine right now.
I'm
We just
going with
spinning.
Little Man because
I'm
he's got a
gonna
lot of
kidnap
pressure.
you.
He's so young.
Yeah.
You got to teach him to rip to the sky, though.
Right to the
Anything's
sky.
better than seeing Riley
that's
do
gonna
it
do
again.
it.
I don't want to see Riley Curry anymore.
Who does that?